You really mean it when you say that my feeling good and my feeling bad is only about me related to me.
You could use a lot of different excuses. You're sad because you're not in alignment with who you are, and you may be attributing it to that, but you have control over the direction of your thought, and the way you feel is about the direction of your thought. You have the ability to focus in ways that you have not exercised. Too many people are dependent on the behavior of too many others, which you can't control. And then it puts you in this uncomfortable position of needing to be true control freaks in order to feel good, where when you get it, when you decide early on or as soon as you can that you're going to stop trying to control the uncontrollable, which is everything that everybody else is doing, even doing with you. Stop trying to control the uncontrollable and control the only thing you can control, which is your relationship with your vortex. You'll be joyful, and then the cooperative components will come and match you. Let's offer this one strong statement because we haven't said it before. Let law of attraction do all of the controlling, and you just adjust your vibration. So you have to stop looking at what you don't want and start looking at what you do want. We know that the fast way is to just care about how you feel. Focus is effort, because law of attraction will hold you to your dominant vibration. So if I've been beating the drum of I don't have enough money, and I've been noticing evidence of not having enough money, and in my noticing that I don't have enough money, I activate a vibration so it keeps me in that position of not having enough money, then to think about having more money is not as easy as noticing that I don't have enough money. It takes effort to imagine beyond what is. That's really what we're talking about. It's easy. It's like it's easy to turn on the television and watch what they're offering. It's more difficult to think your own thought. It's easy to just hear what someone's saying to you. It's more difficult to guide the conversation in a more positive direction. It's easy to observe. It's more difficult to focus. And yet there is so much more reward in focusing than there is in just observing. It takes discipline to think a different thought. The only reason that it's harder to think the optimistic thought about the subject that you've been pessimistic about is because the habit of thought has a vibration active within you, and law of attraction's holding you there. Law of attraction's holding you there. Law of attraction's giving you other thoughts that match it. Law of attraction's bringing you to people who think the same thing. Law of attraction's bringing evidence to you to support your belief. In other words, of course it's hard, because reality has been formulating around it, and you believe your reality. And oh, did you just hear that? You believe that reality, and we want you to believe this reality. We want you to believe the vibrational reality. We want you to believe the reality of the whole of you, you see. And the only way these are, oh, this is so good. The only way these two realities can merge is if you come this way into your vortex, because your vortex is never going to merge with this reality. If the source within you would merge with sickness, your planet would be sick and dead soon. If the source within you would merge with economic decline, it would be over for you. In other words, there would be endedness, but that's not ever going to happen, because the whole system is such that the source within you holds the leading edge position that is achieved by your asking from the contrast that you live. Are you getting that? We've all got a perpetual well-being thing going on here that no matter how negative any one of you get, you cannot disrupt the system. All you can do is pinch yourself off and have an unpleasant time for a while until you croak, and then you're right back in the game again.
And in those instances in which I actually feel good or bad, then it's about me to me.
When you recognize how you feel, then you are taking responsibility for what's happening. In other words, it's so easy to give other people credit for the way they behave. That's sort of what feels logical to you, but it isn't logical, because the way they're behaving to you always matches your expectation. People will raise or lower to the level of your expectation. Don't use the truth of something as your criteria for your focus, because there are all kinds of things that are true that you don't want to keep active in your vibration. There is a rampant active vibration around the world, and especially in your planet, that said times are financially hard. And as long as you keep beating that drum, the stuff that's queued up for you in your escrow, in your vibrational reality, will be slowed down, because your thinking that times are hard puts you in a place of disallowing them. Meanwhile, there are people who are accustomed to thriving in all times that are making out like bandits. And then you say, that's wrong. You're not supposed to thrive in this hard economy. We're all supposed to suffer in this suffering economy. We say, hear what you're saying. You want to praise success everywhere you see it. You want to praise thriving everywhere you see it. You want to tune yourself to thriving, not to failing, you see. You can tell by the way you feel how the source within you is looking at it. Starting to get this, aren't you? You're not ever going to look at the absence of something that you want and feel good. It's just that simple. You cannot look at lack and be in alignment with who you are. You cannot criticize and be in alignment with who you are. You cannot be mad at somebody and be in alignment with who you are. You cannot be afraid of anything and be in alignment with who you are. A battle against anything is a battle against you.
Yes.
That's the best way of saying it. A battle against anything is a battle against your alignment. That's it. And these simple processes of wanting to feel good and reaching for the thought that does, and reaching for the thought that does, and reaching for the thought that does until it does, and then holding to the thought that did feel good, and holding to it and holding to it until you have activated and trained yourself into that vibration. That's it. That's the only thing you have to know.